What's up, man? How are you doing?
All right, how you doing? Hey, Kevin, how you doing? He needs to call a cab and go home. We're at the strip club. I'm surprised I don't have 100 people in here for this one. It's a strip club. Come on, guys. Adult cabaret. It's your guy's favorite.
Your break 25, pending in 3. Good. It's going to be 69 Southport, 69 Southport on an unwanted party. Male party on the property named Thomas Martinez is not welcome there, and he is in the back alley. Okay.
On this scene, the call is for a stabbing, by the way. Somebody got stabbed. Hell? I don't know what these guys' deal is. Oh, I think they found his phone. I guess that's what he's all excited about. So we have 2 units over here, 1, 2, 3 units over here that I can see. There might be another one around the corner yet. Ambulance is already gone. So let's take a look at who we got here. I don't recognize any of these officers yet.
Can you find out how they are paying those for?
I'm checking in the history. I'm not sure the name is correct. Stand by, I'll check the call text.
Not sure their exact scene location yet. Somewhere in here. I think it's between those two over there. That's where it happened, I think. We're standing basically. No, this isn't the mayor's strip joint. That's in Glendale. This is on Federal Boulevard. This is next to Pleasures Adult Entertainment Center, which is, I think, always open now. And I'm not sure of the hours of the strip club, but I think it's just till 2. And there should be another bar across the street, unless it's been closed. Somewhere right around here.
110.
Doesn't look like they were open tonight. No, not 100th. We're at 67th and Federal. This light right here is 67th Avenue right here. We're in Adams County for Adams County Sheriff handling it. If it was 100th, it'd be Federal Heights handling it.
Okay, let's start with that time.
I would assume
62,
that
62,
the stabbing victim,
injury accident, 10700, Interstate 25, northbound on channel, North Metro.
accident on the highway. I would assume that the stabbing victim has survived because there's not a body on the ground. Let's put it that way.
Officer showing you
Without a
25th
body
and
on the ground,
112. Can I get another unit to respond to
then more than likely they have survived, but we don't know yet for sure. I mean, they can make it to the hospital and still not survive it, but there's a good chance of them surviving, let's put it that way.
Three 30 on
330 on scene 112.
Oh, I recognize that one on the right, talking to the guy there. That's the first one I've recognized tonight. It's been a while since I've been down here.
Thank you very much.
Oh, but it's US letter? You also got to have a lighter.
Yeah?
Yes. That is better than doing cigarettes out. Good looking out, big dog. Thank you.
Yep. How many victims? Can you tell me? Can't tell me anything? Of course not. Adams County's tight-lipped. They won't tweet about it. They won't tell the public nothing. Got to find an officer that I know to ask them. Say technically I could go up to that tape, but I don't want to cause waves with getting kicked off the property.
Verifying. I don't have a lot of history here. I have matching names for this address as the party that's Matthias. Let me pull RP back and confirm. Copy that.
I'm gonna go get a snapshot from the right side over here. Hang on.
west side of 4th.
Okay. Try it.
Should be near a dog grooming location. Copy, contact 170.
Alright. Sent off some snapshots to Jim Hooley. So we might be seeing it on Fox 31 for tomorrow.
3631, I'll be at the PDF.
Copy 117.
On Fox 31, but there hasn't been a stringer on it because Adams County doesn't tell anybody anything. They don't tweet about any crimes until they're over with investigated and they have somebody under arrest.
Go ahead. Copy, driver Flat Valley at 118.
Deputies over there smoking.
I don't even know. I don't even know how my car got.
This guy on my right's got his car taped off over here, so he can't even leave.
6 cars.
Evergreen shows that
Lucky.
yes, yes.
Have a good night, sir. 119.
Use that, thank you.
419.
Shining flashlights and walking all over the fucking scene. They 5 cops out here.
Smoking a joint. Maybe. You never know.
That's like the sister area. Are y'all motherfuckers walking around? But yet I can't get my car.
That's a street to my right. I'm gonna look around the other side and see what I can see. Take you guys with me. And somebody pissed off to my left. Probably because they closed down the strip club early. You know, out for a night of fun, and it gets ended early. So let's go over here to the street and walk over across. Oh, there's another car back here hiding. Couple of them, actually. Let's see what we can see from this side. Oh, kicking my damn stand because I didn't pick up the legs to fold them up. It's a little bit better now. How many cars? 3 cars over here of theirs. Just 3. Their parking lot isn't marked. No trespassing or anything, so I should be alright until they want to kick me out of it. You know what I mean? See if I can find what they're searching for from this side.
Two units, thank you, sir. 122.
Yeah, the adult books and films is to the left, the strip club's straight ahead of you. Let's pull you over this ways a little ways. Yes, there is stuff on the ground there. It's a good thing that there's wet spots all over the place and you can't see it. Except if they light it up. Even then, you probably can't see it that well. Well, there's something in specific I don't want on the recording. So, you notice I come to this side, they all went to the other side of the tape on that side? You think they're hiding from the camera or what? How does that work out, huh? I was over there, they were over here, I'm over here, they're over there. Alright, let's get some other video here.
Will you ask your party if...
Trying to shoot a stringer video during this. I'm gonna shoot around the other side where the cops are at again. Watch them move to this side, huh? Oops. Ah. Sorry, twisted it all around. I'm trying
Are you
to
running late?
get it. Ooh, they all got their computers open. They got screensavers on them though. Oops. Can't get anything from there. We got the backside shot for video. There's another unit coming in.
Hey, the only answer you can get is the same answer you already have or a yes, right?
Look at this, already moving away. Get to this side and they're already into the middle and moving away. They keep moving away. I don't know if that's on purpose or accident, but they keep moving away. Alright, I need one more angle to top off my video. Here comes the crime scene van right now. I'll wait for the crime scene van, I guess. She could have pulled right into the driveway. Chose not to. Alright, I got my video. I'll upload it. Alright, we're uploading it. Let's pay attention to what's going on out here now. That'll get uploaded soon enough. Let's see what these guys are up to. This must be one of the dancers. Nah, that's not the dancer. That's the crime scene lady. She could be a dancer. She's got the hair for it, right? Let's take a look here. Oh yeah, she could be mistaken for a dancer easily. She's a skinny thing. You want to clip the tape so bad. This side of this crime scene, there isn't a whole lot.
How's it going, man?
All right, how you doing?
I was gonna say another typical Friday, but I realized it's only Thursday.
I don't think it is Friday, isn't it?
Well, Friday. Now it's Friday. Yeah, I guess.
Can you get me any details yet?
What's that?
Can you get me any details yet?
To be honest with you, I don't even know what happened other than someone got.
Just one?
I think so, yeah.
You think? That's it? Okay. As far as you know, they've survived so far. So it hasn't turned into a homicide. Not that serious enough of a stabbing then?
He wasn't really much anyway.
Yeah. Well, at least he gave me more details than the other officer. So he says one guy. He doesn't think it's going to be a homicide, so he's probably right on that. But it is a stabbing. So let's go take a look around this side. Let's see what they're doing over here. Probably just have their cars parked over here is all. And valet parking, still getting people out of here. Still some people here. This guy looks like he moved in at the place and they had to kick him out for this stabbing. But I don't know. I suppose if you had to live anywhere, this might be a decent place, right? I think their cars are just over here, two of them. The other cars are where I was at, around the back side. Besides these ones on the front. I imagine that most of those cars over there are employees' cars, as in dancers, but who knows? They're now glorified doormen with nobody going in or out. They might come out, but nobody's going in other than them. Here's their photographer, crime scene lady, now going in for taking the photos. They're going to do a whole lot of standing around as she does her work. From what it looks like. I think they pretty much talked to everybody that they needed to already. I don't know. They got a chase going on. I don't know if you guys heard that. They got somebody 100 miles an hour. I can hear sirens. Discontinuing. No surprise there either. Adams County does not continue chases very long. Almost has to be a perfect storm for them to catch them. They got somebody ahead with strips for, you know, taking out the tires, whatnot. Here comes a unit, another one, ghost unit. They're all going to be hanging out here. It's better than donuts, I think, is why they don't mind being here. Who knows? But nobody inside the scene now. They're all out here. And they keep wandering around. There's somebody coughing across the street. Where they at? I don't see him. There's somebody over there somewhere. I heard him. In the shadows. Hey. Yeah, it's been a while. What's happening?
What's that?
So what's happening?
Huh? No.
Yeah, a whole lot of nothing. I heard the chase that you just had that just got discontinued. Real quickly, yeah. It's like you guys don't chase them very far.
Depends on what it's for. Everybody tied up with this right now.
This can't be that serious. This can't be that serious. I mean, the guy didn't die.
No, everybody's over here.
Yeah, exactly. Everybody's over here. It's like all the other crime in the county's solved, I guess. Jeez. The bars haven't even closed yet.
It's getting close, huh?
Yes. There should be some more calls here real soon.
They're closed already.
They were closed when I got here, so
It's impressive, actually.
I don't know why they're closed already.
I'm not open. I'm not questioning it. I was just saying, we're all right with that, though.
Yeah, I'm sure.
I don't have a problem with that.
Well, most of them are, so. You'll be heading over to Pecos before too long. For the bars over there. And what time is it?
140.
1:40? Yeah, you got a little bit. A few more minutes yet.
Yeah, they're usually about 2:30. 2:45 before they start doing stupid stuff.
Yep. But yeah, it's a little bit harder following you guys, so. I keep giving you guys his PIO hell for it too.
Yeah.
Because he's not putting out anything on Twitter
Really?
about any of the crimes.
Huh.
Yeah, you guys had a body on the 20th of last month. You didn't tweet about it until after you captured the guy that you had found a body, had a suspect, found the suspect, arrested him. Huh. And that's when you guys tweeted about him. And that was just a couple days back.
Yeah, so they just posted that on Facebook like 2 days ago. That's why I went on Twitter and on Facebook.
So it's like, you know, when do you guys inform the public of what's going on? It's So that's what I keep bugging the PIO about. It's like, do your job, inform the public. Like this scene right here, nobody knows about it. The only reason I know about it is because it came over the EMS.
Really? Oh, yeah.
So I heard the address. I'm like, oh, that's a strip club. I'm heading there.
Been around county long enough, you know where the different places are.
Yeah, yeah. So this isn't as fun as some of the other ones, but
Who else do you follow?
well, anything on Adams County. So I've got programmed for like Westminster Fire, Adams County's Fire EMS, Brighton, Commerce City, North Glen, you know, the usual ones that are already on there.
Yeah. Do you do anything with like Denver or anything like that?
No, not hardly. All you can hear there is they're firing EMS. So about the same as you now, but I don't need to follow them. They tweet about the scenes when there's a shooting, when there's major accidents, any of that. They'll tweet about it immediately. Immediately. They don't have to have a scene shut down and already investigated before they tell the public about it. So we have time to get there and actually photograph the scene while the police are still on scene for news purposes. So the Adams County doesn't want to do it. In case you were wondering who I was talking to, here's our canine officer. Yeah, and I don't remember this one's name. What was your name again?
Noel.
Noel. Okay. So they're pretty cool. I've met them before in scenes, but a lot of these other ones I haven't. They got a lot of new faces. How many new ones are there anyway? Too many, huh?
Depends on what time frame we're talking.
That's true.
The most recent group just added 7 or 8.
How many have retired since last year when the law changed about the qualified immunity?
Not many. I would say we probably only lost like a half dozen in the last year.
Half a dozen?
Yeah, but most of them were already
going that way?
Well,
Yeah. There had been a few of
Any
them.
of them came from patrol really either. A lot of them were like just detectives or just done.
Yeah. Well, that's not bad because a lot of the other cities lost quite a few. Well, that was all fine with everybody else. So when they did it, when they quit, 'cause, you know, those are the bad ones more than likely because they don't want to have to pay for their actions.
They have a good chance of released.
So they want to hold on to their retirement and, you know, their pensions instead of getting sued for it and losing all their money. So, there's definitely a lot of that happening where, you know, they're like, they seen the writing on the wall and they're like, uh-oh.
I got my number, I'm out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
You can see it, there's bad apples everywhere.
yes, there is. So, but I do wish that Adams County was more transparent like they said they were going to be. And they're not. So
Pass on that PLO and that sheriff up there.
I give them hell every time I can on Twitter when they put up a post.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, what about this scene? What about this scene? You know, how come you're not telling the public? People are starting to notice it. They are.
You will get the grease.
We are at 67th and Federal Boulevard in Adams County at the Players Strip Club where a stabbing has occurred. I haven't been live in a long time, so.
Yeah. It's been quite a while since we've seen that.
Well, usually I've been just static recording the scenes and then posting the better ones up on my page. Or I'm there for news purposes of doing actual news.
Boy George Boy,
So,
Robert
you know,
96.
doing that.
Boy
There's
George
been
Boy, Robert 96.
quite a few scenes where I've had to do live streams for the news instead of my channel. So They've been using me more for live streams.
Copy.
They like the quality of my work. Oh yeah, they pay.
Even better then, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you get paid for live stream?
Yeah. Yes, I do. Not like this one here where it's YouTube. No, there's like a few weeks back there was that officer involved shooting in Denver at that park off of what was that, 38 and Newport. Yeah, that guy. They had me go there and live stream that, and from there I headed to the Aurora 3-alarm fire at Expedition in Havana and live stream that. Huh?
Expedition in Havana?
Uh-huh.
That's a population place right there.
Yeah, it was a huge complex, and it was one of the buildings that caught fire. There was
Legit fire?
Yeah, legit fire, 3-alarm fire. There was fire trucks everywhere, and yeah, I live streamed for that for the news.
Yeah. You do it for any channel, or is it specific? Or?
Well, it's Stringer that gives the assignments for those,
Okay.
but I have provided work to like Fox 31 at times, but that's usually to Jim Hooley. He'll run the pictures at times. But they usually don't pay me for them. I just provide them. The difference is I provide them to him. Fox 31 has a story, and the other news channels are like, we don't have this. Why not? And they may or may not pick up my stringer that I made for it. You know what I mean? Because I'll make a stringer for it, but I'll provide pictures to them. So one has a story and the others don't. And they're like, oh, we can get it from this. So it's kind of a back door to selling my own stringers, you could say. That's right. Got to make money somehow. Because live streaming for YouTube doesn't pay. Right. Well, yeah, but a lot of the times my videos aren't that interesting enough to bring in enough views where it matters.
Is it per video that they do that then?
Well, it's, you know.
I always assumed it was like an ID name, like your page or channel.
If you have like 1,000 views on it, you might get like $1. So, no, the advertisement on them is hardly anything. If you're live streaming it and people are watching it, there is no advertising. So you don't make anything unless the people donate. So that's the biggest problem is a lot of people don't donate for me to be out here.
Yeah.
So it makes it really tough to be out here. So then I stick with the stringer stuff, and then they don't get to see it, other than what videos I put up afterwards.
Yeah.
You know, it's like then I'll put up a static video, maybe even of the stringer itself, or even the live stream itself.
Later
because
on.
I can put up the live stream that I recorded from the stringers because it gets saved to my phone, and I've done that for the 3-alarm fire. I did that.
And then
So
YouTube will pick it up if you get enough viewers.
Well, it isn't where they pick it up. We upload it to our channels.
Yeah.
And then however many views it picks up from there. But I seriously doubt that I've made, for the month of June, I doubt that I made $20 for the month of June from YouTube.
Yeah.
You know? It ain't enough to survive on. It ain't enough to pay the bills. See, right now my estimated revenue for the last 30 days is $10.01. Yeah. $10.01 for the last month. You guys hear that? Most of it comes from donations from people watching. If they like the content that they're watching, you know, depending on how much excitement's going on and whatnot, because there were some nights I'd be out and I could actually make some decent money from whatever I was recording, like when I was following you guys, and there was big calls that I was going to, you know, call after call type thing, and I have, you know, 100 and something people in the thing watching, you know, at that time. They'll donate at that time when there's something really, really good worth watching. But this one's kind of a boring scene because it's just a stabbing with very little activity going on. So, I mean, your crime scene lady's kind of cute, but other than that, you know, not a whole lot going on. There is no dancers out here prancing around and wanting to go home or anything, unfortunately. There's still people in there? Are there still people in there?
No, it all happened outside.
We probably haven't let anybody else go back in, but
Yeah.
there's still people in there.
Oh, okay. So if they're in their party and they stay in there, they can stay in there.
As long as we don't have any reason for them or any interest in the interior.
Ah, okay. But they're open late too, aren't they? They stop serving alcohol, but they stay open later.
I think they stay open until 4.
Yeah.
Right.
So we ain't even gonna see no dancers unless we stay out here till 5 o'clock in the morning. So, not like the other place. I don't know if you've ever watched any of my videos from my channel.
Yeah, I've watched a couple.
But yeah, I caught one of the strip clubs over there on Pecos, or not Pecos. Where was that? Washington. Up by 77th or so. Yeah, by the firehouse. That one. That one was an interesting one. Had the lady yelling at me. People like that when people are yelling at you to stop recording them, especially when it's a strip club. You're out on the sidewalk. They're like, get out of here, get off my property. Things like, yeah, you don't have body cams yet. You're gonna get them here pretty soon. I think, I don't know. I know Brighton's talking about getting them here at the end of July, August, somewhere right there. Your guys is going to be later, I think. Yeah, more than likely. So, you guys could have saved money on them too. You know, in 2014, Obama set aside how many millions? $75 million for $75 million for agencies to get body cameras. You guys didn't take advantage of it then, and now you have to have them. So now it's costing the taxpayers money. So. Oh, that's a poor excuse. That's a really poor excuse. Yeah, but I could see that happening, but depending on if they kept doing that year after year since 2014, which I kind of doubt, that if there's any funds available to help.
I'd be willing to bet if they had continued to see since then, we would have gotten them as soon as the Senate bill hit. Why not take it at that point and be done with it? But
Yeah. Well, it isn't like it was nationwide that's required, it's just Colorado. Yeah. So there's still some more changes that need to be made, in my opinion. But we'll see if those will ever happen. One thing I think should happen is not all the radio channels should be encrypted, because the public has the right to know what's going on, especially since, like, you know, counties like Adams County won't tell people what's going on until long after the fact. It's like, oh yeah, by the way, somebody was stabbed last year and we caught them this year, and yeah, it's like, what? Last year? When? Where? It's like, yeah, it's a little bit late for the news, you know. So there was a GSW over there on 55th and Sheridan not that long ago. I went to because I heard it over the radio. Not a peep to the public about it. Nothing. Zero. Zilch. There's still nothing on it about it. It's like somebody got shot. It's like, that's news, you know? But do they want to tell anybody about it? No, they do not. So I've been tempted to call the PIO about it, but I doubt if he'd give me any information on it. Required to? No, it's under investigation. We can't comment on it now. That's what they'll say. Come on, they're not required to say anything. That's their best lines. Is it's under investigation. We have no comment about it at this time. So that's what happens.
You see that too.
But you're talking about just the basic information that a shooting has happened, a stabbing has happened, should be available to the public. You know, people should know the neighborhood they're living in, you know, is having crime issues with violent crimes.
If I heard it from the news, it would help us too.
Well, you got to tell the news.
Happy, thank you, Jim.
That's what I'm saying. It would be helpful for us too if the news told them instead of us trying to educate people. Hey, this neighborhood sucks. You have this, this, and this. Can you help us? Or can we help you move out and find a better, safer place for your kids?
Yeah.
No, screw you. The cops are just bullshitting us because we want something else.
I mean, I can look up the crimes up on on a website that get reported to it, like, you know, that you had 12 cars on one spot with over 40 hours of time involved in it, you know, for one incident, but it doesn't give me any details, zero details. So having to go through hoops to get any kind of information is kind of, you know, a pain.
Yeah.
So I'm sure that the shooting that I went to is listed on there, probably got the case number too, but for them releasing records, not likely. I've looked into some other incidents that happened, like in Arvada, for instance. I put in a public records request for reports and whatnot of an incident that I did a stinger on, where there was a body found in a vehicle off of 64th and Ward. And that was like a couple years ago now. So I put in the records request for it because unbeknownst to anybody, as a matter of fact, they had SWAT there on the scene, busted out this lady's windows because she gave consent for them to search. So they assumed that he was guilty, busted out majority of the windows, gassing the place to get him out of there, and it's not like he was barricaded or anything. He had no clue what was going on. The man was sleeping till they woke him up, you know. So then they took him in, figured out that, hey, he didn't do it. His brother set him up on the whole thing. His brother had went to a church and said that that his brother had put a body in a car and did all this other stuff, and so the police just went in and assumed that, you know, that was the correct information, and so they went in and used the SWAT, totaled the lady's house, then they declared it unfittable to live in, and they wouldn't give me the records for that either. Well, yeah, you break out all the windows of the house, it's no longer livable. So they you know, yes, they deem it unfit. So, and then they don't pay for the broken windows either, by the way. So yeah, so they're not going to take responsibility for breaking out the windows, but they're going to say you can't live in your own house anymore because we busted out all the windows. So they wouldn't provide me any records on any of it, not the SWAT thing, not the arrest of the man, not the case, not the stuff for the house for deeming it unsafe, nothing. They would not give me any record. And they claim that they're transparent, just like Adams County. So it's even worse, as I know the PIO fairly well over there in Arvada.
Yeah.
And he's like, just go ask for the records. I was denied by the detective. So, you know how it goes. A game, yeah. Some game.
Oh, sorry.
So, but I have a feeling that Adams County would be the same way, trying to get any records for anything going on. More than likely. Since how tight-lipped they are on Twitter or Facebook or any of the others about anything. Come on.
Like I said, I don't track Twitter. The only social media I even use is Facebook. So
I don't even think you should be on Facebook.
I don't even follow it very often. So
Facebook's one of the worst.
was one of the best though. At one point, it's just stuck. So. When you're stuck overseas, and it's the easiest way to communicate home.
I suppose
That
so.
was the only reason I ever signed up for it, and it's just stuck there. So.
Yeah, that's just one way, I guess. Yes.
Yeah. It worked better than Skype or anything to just do messaging through Facebook back home.
Yeah.
With low internet connections and stuff like
Have
that. So
the
that was what I
dash
got.
60885
That's true.
is the correct tab.
Just hasn't gone away yet. Hasn't pissed me off enough, I guess. That most of the time I don't pay attention to it. So look at it when you're bored out.
They collect all your information. They sell your information. They pretty much spy on you really bad.
Gotta give them your information first, though.
They get it in all kinds of ways. It isn't just that you have Facebook that you're using. They gather it from your computer while you're visiting Facebook. They basically go through your cookies and stuff and know where you've been on the internet.
For whatever you just looked at.
Yes. Oh, yes. Yes. Yeah. Whatever you just looked at, you all of a sudden see advertisements for it.
It's all over the place. That's fair.
Yes. Yes. A lot of them do that. Google is bad for that. Just as bad as Facebook for that, if not worse. Because you know, you go look at something from a sporting goods store, and all of a sudden that's all you see for ads. You know, it's like boom. It's like, oh, you're interested in that? How about this ad? So, but Facebook is taking it beyond that.
Yeah.
Because they're manipulating people with stories, with what you can say and what you can't say with their censorship.
But then at the same time, they're a private entity, so how far do you get to go and how far can't you go?
How do you feel about being their social experiment?
I don't.
You're part of it if you're into it, you know. You are part of it. You see what they want you to see. You don't see, you know, what they don't want you to see. So
part of it's caring enough to actually. I don't use it often enough for it to really matter, but
I was on Facebook for a little bit myself. I used it for playing games. I didn't care. They didn't even have my real name.
I don't give them any real
They kicked me off
so.
for not using my real name though.
Really?
Oh yeah. They figured that much out. Can't imagine why. You know, must have been the name I used, right?
Right.
So they kicked me off of Facebook. I didn't miss it at all.
Yeah.
So you know, all the BS that I saw, all the misinformation, all the posts that people were sharing that were scams and whatnot. And after a while, I was just sitting there replying to all these scam posts and saying, "This is a scam. This is a scam. This is a scam." Post the info to it because you know. I was into computers at the time.
People use like Facebook and things like that as news.
Right?
Yeah,
That's
yes.
the scary part.
That's the whole thing about the misinformation I was talking about that they're using it for. Because they're letting stories stand up in there that are not so good as stories. I mean, look at you know the COVID thing, Fauci and Wuhan lab and who paid for what.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, the man that was in charge is the man that's covering it up. You know, it's like, how did that happen? You know what I mean? So they're starting to prove it now. So when they prove it, is he going to end up in jail? I kind of doubt it. Huh? Yeah. Well, he's in with Bill Gates. Come on. So. This is, you know, just one of them things that we're not going to see justice on.
No, same thing. Like I said, the censorship and the preventing people from applying like Trump. It's just one of those that was like, how do you mute a world leader? Whether you agree or disagree with him, how are you allowed to mute him from the public?
Yeah, exactly. You know, they can't even, when they're a public figure like that, and they get posts onto like their Twitter or their Facebook or whatever, they can't delete those posts. They can't. It's actually illegal for them to delete, you know, somebody.
As in Facebook?
Huh?
As in like Facebook's illegal to delete? Or it's illegal for the source? Like Trump posts something he couldn't delete it.
It's illegal for like Trump to censor somebody else's free speech on it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. But
So if somebody doesn't like Trump and they get onto his page and they make a post that makes him look bad, he can't delete it. You know, if he's using it as a stepping stone for his political gain or whatever it is, he, you know, his platform, he can't delete it.
Can't filter anything.
Right. But all of a sudden, Facebook can,
Yeah,
or
Facebook
Twitter
just
can.
completely block him out and say, nope, you can't say
Well, it
anything.
isn't just him, but they can block anybody that they want from posting onto his page as well.
Yeah.
And then, of course, he gets blamed for it too. It's like, hey, I made a post on here, it's missing,
Or Trump
you know, and Trump probably has no clue what it, you know, what it
probably
was.
never even saw it.
Yeah, never saw it, and all of a sudden it's missing off of there, and the person's screaming lawsuit, you know, and the person that owns it, whoever, you know, whatever political person it is, has no clue that it was even there to begin with, more than likely. Well, it depends on where it is. That's as bad as, well, there's a lot of police stations that do that too, where they have their page on like Facebook. And of course, gee, there's an audit sensation going around, people going around filming the police and police stations, and a lot of people getting arrested, a lot of people getting upset about those arrests, make posts on those pages, and then them deleting the posts. Instant lawsuit. Because, you know, they don't want to look bad, so they get rid of the negative posts on it. Not even thinking about that removing them is against the law. So it's, you know, it's a mess. The world is a mess right now.
Society in general is just a mess.
Well, I don't
Which
think
side of the political world you're on?
I don't think our new president is helping anything. So, I mean, I have not heard of anything good that he's helped yet. I mean, he put some money in some people's pockets for you know, a stimulus.
People that didn't need money.
Yeah.
That'd be more worried about.
Yeah. Well, he's put money in his friends' pockets.
Oh yeah.
I wonder how many of his friends had money in stocks in oil before he shut down that pipeline, knowing that it was coming. So they could stand to make millions of dollars because the prices of stocks on oil is going up. Because they would have known ahead of time. All of his friends, he'd tell them, you know, oh, I'm shutting down the pipeline as soon as I get in, if I get in.
Get elected in November. He got elected in November and took office in January, February, so I mean, he has plenty of time to cut on everything.
Oh yeah.
Hey, this is gonna happen, this is gonna happen.
Yeah.
Change this, dump that, get this.
Of course, he might not even be the one in control. You know, I mean, his cognitive functions is lacking. You know. So, I don't think he's all there. I don't think he's the one calling the shots. His wife's more than likely calling the shots, or Harris is calling the shots, or Obama's calling the shots. But
he's just a figurehead out there.
Yeah, it isn't him. I mean, the man gets confused so easily. If he's not reading a teleprompter, he's lost. Yeah, he can't even read that. That's very true.
Some very derogatory terms that you know for sure weren't written on that teleprompter.
Yeah. So, I mean, how long did it take before he even got in front of the press? And when he did, it was all pre-scripted because they made him give all the questions on cards long before, so he could have the answers already on the card, so he can read them back to him. Written for him, yes. Not just off the cuff. Written for him.
Not what we all want to actually hear.
Yeah, exactly. We want to hear the truth, not what somebody's writing for him to say.
Yeah.
So.
I want to know what your secretary wrote 4 hours ago. I want to know what you got to think about it.
Yeah, exactly. So, and that's not going to happen anytime soon, as far as they're concerned. For him getting in front of the press and actually answering real questions, he isn't capable. He would not stand up and be able to handle it like Trump did. So, I mean, a lot of people hate Trump for what he did to the country, but he actually did more good than any other president that I've seen doing, you know, things. So, look at our border situation.
He went up there and didn't consider himself a president. He went in as a business CEO and said, "This is a business. I need to run it that way."
Well,
and he's gonna piss people off and knew he wouldn't, didn't care.
The sad part is America is a business.
She's a really large business and has a world to deal with.
Adams County Sheriff is a business. Every county, every state.
You guys start taking the tape down, we're releasing the whole scene.
Oh, scene's gonna be clean.
Alright, cool.
So. But yeah, a mess. Man. Our poor border. I was going to ask him how many illegals have been brought up into Colorado, into Denver area that you know of from the border. No idea. Yeah, they don't tell you either.
It pissed me off probably, so I don't want to know.
Nationwide extradition, $10,000 bond.
Where is it? Who's talking? Oh, Commerce City. So we might head over to Paco Street for the other bars because it's about that time where things should kick off there. This place is still open, by the way. You can probably walk into it right now and get yourself a beer if it ain't past time. It's past time. But you can still watch the dancers. So the scene's done with. But these officers here, the canine officer and the other officer, pretty decent. They got a pretty decent view of the world too, from what it sounds like. Can you get a Coke Zero? I don't know if they serve that in there. Yeah, the border crisis, yeah, it's definitely out of hand. Definitely. So their scene is going down, and I don't know how many cars are still back there hiding. There's probably 3 or 4 cars of Adams County's back there hiding still, with them just standing around, sitting around, whatever, doing nothing until a call comes. So all these cars here are now free to go. You know, it's kind of odd. Half of these cars, or all these cars, probably were from the strip club instead of this place. So it's kind of odd that they let them park here. I guess they don't care about who uses the parking lots. One side's for valet and the other side's for whoever wants to park for themselves, I guess. So we can't go in and a usual hotspot. Yeah, actually across the street is for one of the bars, which ain't even open tonight. So, hey, what is today? Friday, July 2nd. So it isn't quite the weekend yet. So I imagine it's going to be pretty busy this weekend out here in Adams County. So it's just kicking off for Thursday night here early for the holiday weekend. So how many fireworks calls have you guys had to go on?
Can't count.
You can't count. Isn't it getting annoying with all the fireworks calls?
You know, I do understand both sides. I used to have a nervous dog that would run away. I get it.
Well, yeah.
But, yeah, I don't know. My job's real simple. All I have to do is respond to calls.
Yeah, that's true. That is true.
I don't have to have an opinion. I just have to follow the law.
It helps to have an opinion, though.
It does.
So, depending on what it is what matters.
That's right.
So,
How've you been anyway?
I've been all right. How you been?
Good.
So, I missed you guys, so I heard the call and I'm like, I'm going to that one.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, when fire and EMS calls for a stabbing over here, like, oh, that's Adams County. It's like, you ain't gonna tell anybody about it, so I'll go down here and let everybody know about it. So that's what I was talking to the other officers about. Adams County doesn't tell anybody about the crime that's happening, not until it's done with and they've got somebody arrested, and that's only if you're lucky.
Well, I don't know all the details.
Nobody does.
Nope, that's all way
Higher
above
ups
my
do.
head.
Public information officer should know all the details of all the crimes that have been happening.
Yeah, that's
But
all above my head. I don't
informing
do
the
that.
public is what it comes down to.
Yeah, I hear that Facebook does that, but I don't know. I've been off of Facebook for years, so I don't know.
I've been on Facebook too. I don't use it. So if they think that Facebook's a good place to do it, no, it's not.
Yeah.
Most of them do it on Twitter.
And I've never had Twitter, so I don't know.
I didn't have Twitter until I started doing the news things. And then I got Twitter because of that, because of all the stuff that's put on there informing about the scenes.
Take care.
But Facebook's a real pain in the butt because you have to sign in to read stories sometimes and stuff like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, anyways, I think we're going to go over to Pecos and see how the bars are doing over there. I imagine you guys will be over there breaking up a fight before too long.
I think it's over.
Over? Could be.
2:30, and then it's almost 2:30. Might be over.
Might.
We might have got lucky.
Might. There ain't anything else going on, is there?
I haven't heard anything.
Other than the chase. And
Yeah,
they
that didn't
backed
go
off the
very
chase. 100 miles an hour. Oh, we're calling it off. I heard that real quick. I'm like, yeah, that's about normal.
Well, for me, it was more of most of my cops were here at this scene, so they couldn't help.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah.
That too. But I used to listen to all the chases on Adams County.
I know.
So it's like 90% of them got away, called off. So it's like, yeah, it's understandable if it gets too dangerous that you have to.
Yeah. Yeah. We'll catch a few, and hopefully that's enough to keep them from continuing to do it.
Yeah, that ain't working so well. You already know that.
Yes, I do.
So part of the problem is them going to jail and getting released immediately from COVID. A lot of that was happening. So, you know, it's continuous revolving door for them going in and out of jail. They wouldn't keep them in it.
That's right, yeah. That's cool.
Of course, it's still a problem with that.
Settle you out?
Oh, they're going to move her van off of Federal. She's inside getting video footage, I think. There's security cameras over there on the wall. There ain't going to be, well, there might be security cameras inside too, but not likely.
The roadway near the park right there.
Shots fired of 85 and what?
From Shady Lanes. Approximately 4.
It's in Commerce City.
Probably approximately 4 shots heard from Shady Lanes 220.
I can't make out what they were saying about it though. Kind of echoed. Shots fired. Probably fireworks.
220.
Just the good ones.
2-1. I can see 2 vehicles on the. It's going to be the east side of the parking lot. They're leaving now. Headed back towards 69th.
Probably 2 vehicles in on the 220.
69th.
There's a train in our way, so we can ditch them.
Oh jeez, they're stuck behind a train.
One's going to be a black sedan.
These aren't fireworks. This is shots fired. Actual shots fired.
Eastbound 69 from Fairfax.
And he's down 69 from Fairfax 221.
69th in Fairfax. So they got shots fired around there. They know the vehicle, but they're stuck behind a train. Oh, man. That train ain't respecting their lights, you know? These guys are moving quick. They just got a call somewhere. He's moving way too quick to have not gotten a call. Probably over at the bars on Pecos where we're heading. So here goes another one. Oh, he's gonna let me go across. Look at this guy. Give him a ticket. Oh man. Just blazed out here. They got stopped by the light. They're going to be blazing over to Pecos, I'm pretty sure. I'm sure that's where they're heading. So we're going to head over there and find out pretty quick what's going on Pecos. That guy's taking off pretty quick too. Good, I can get something to drink here in the Jeep because I didn't have my drink with me out there. Oh, come on. And of course, we don't get to hear what's happening because they're encrypted. You know what I mean? I don't know if I can sneak out this side or not. Going that way. I cannot. I got to take this way, getting out of here and going back north, or going here to 64th and going across. That's probably where the other one went, was 64th. You go across there. I got you on the stand still so that I can be quick getting out. See, 64th's right here, so we'll take it across to Pecos. I'm pretty sure that's where they're heading. Something over there at the bars. Come on, like, change. I miss going to Adams County's calls because they got a lot more excitement than like Brighton. Well, Commerce City has some exciting ones, but it's kind of hard to get to them sometimes.
We'll take a code one.
Hold on a second, guys. Get you sort of in this cup holder so that I'm not holding you in my lap. There, that's better. A little bit better.
This vehicle comes back at 2014 Nissan Shield, whiting color, valve 9 of 21, out of rank the last ever reading.
And Pecos being right down here, so we're not far from the other bars. We shouldn't have much trouble finding them over here on Pecos, wherever they went, but you never know, I guess. I mean, there's been times where I lose them as I try to follow them. When they started encrypting, I didn't hear the calls, and I just assumed that, you know, it got walked over by one of the other cities or something, and it wasn't that. Half of their channels were encrypted at that point, so I wasn't hearing all the calls, but I'd see them go blazing somewhere and have to try to figure out where, and sometimes never could. A lot of times I could, though. Come on, light. Change for me.
Hey, for
3611, he took off on a...
Somebody took off on Commerce City, I believe.
Expect the code one. Both tires are flat, and he might have got out of me.
Might have got out of the vehicle. Oh, both tires are flat. They definitely got a good chase going on. I don't know where they're at though. Off of the Fairfax area, I'm sure. 69th and Fairfax, and wherever they chased him to. I can barely hear it. Alright, let's find him now. Should be right in here somewhere.
Reading the notes, sounds like Mom was possibly having an M1 episode. We did transport
I think right there.
a female back then. We should have given around 8 tonight. Something like this happened.
I think. Possibly right in there. I can't tell.
Can you clear catch part of the car, please?
They don't have their lights on a lot of times to be able to tell if they're there or not.
Daybird 414 of 8704.
Let's take a look though and see if they're over there. I can't tell. I couldn't tell. Let's put it that way.
Show me around to the address on the car.
If they're chasing them out of there or whatever.
Okay.
It shouldn't take long to figure out if they're here or not. It looks like most of the cars are gone now. But we're going to take a quick look anyway. See if we can spot anything else around the neighborhood. Here's our other bar. And they're already calmed down for the night, you could say.
I got it.
Let's see. No, well, somebody with a flashlight out there. No, they're just leaving. I don't see any patrol cars yet. No, I don't think there's any there. There's just cars pulling out of there. So the question is, are they up the street at the bar over here on the right? Or are they at another one? There's a few more bars in Adams County that they can be going to. Or they can be going to a call on a side street somewhere. And we'd never know where. That's the problem anymore with following them. I don't see any action up the street either.
Past the train, so I'm chasing line, just checking. Make sure no one's shot here.
Copy 230.
We can go over there to Commerce City, to their shooting site. We might be able to spot where they're at. Let's play back the thing, as a matter of fact, and see if we can make out where they're at.
62, if we have, you could release the code 1.
I got 230.
Turn it down just a tiny bit. Alright.
361, switch to my back set. With you guys traffic for the other units on.
Alright. Just reply.
I got it, thanks.
600.
I'll be in that card next, but I was past the train, so I'm in shady line, just checking. Make sure no one's shot here.
230.
62, if we have, you could release the code 1.
I got 230.
Nothing.
Okay.
Nothing of interest. It'd be a guessing game.
I'll be at Fairfax Park, extra patrol.
Fairfax Park, extra patrol. We have no,
3641 to 3611 have a party from his suspicious vehicle or from our shots heard call?
Present to suspicious vehicle. Code 455.
We have a Denver tweet. 2-vehicle crash at 50th and Meade.
361.
So that's just a cleanup at this point.
I'm going.
Other than that, there's nothing
And
else
can you,
going on.
confirm those marks, please?
232.
I don't see anything up here at the other bar. And we've already lost Adams County, and there's, nothing that we can follow, you could say.
I'm on 16.
$233.
You're here after Fairfax, correct?
This one's already closed down. Nobody's there. I don't know where they went. And we'll look up here.
Yeah.
You guys know how it is. They could be anywhere in this neighborhood. They're somewhere here, but it's a pretty big neighborhood. So if we don't see anything obvious, then we just have to move on. A lot of people on bikes out here. That's a kid right there. Jeez. Literally a kid. 2:30 in the morning, kid riding his bicycle down the road. Not seeing anything obvious out here. Of course, this is all residential and through this section. We'll go up to 84th and head across.
No problem.
8-3 medical 235. Can you confirm exactly where I know is northbound on Quebec, so what's the closest there?
We're going to be in the CA parking lot on the northeast corner.
You got 235.
You guys are being all quiet now, or am I not seeing the chats?
Ambulance 204, mid party 5101 Quebec Street, C101 Quebec Street, up there, Travel America, South 36.
Well, here's the edge of Federal Heights. But there is some bars down here to the right, so we'll drive by. If we're not going to see anything, we'll just kill the stream off. No use in rambling off about nothing here. For,
Parked in front of the gate is just looking at the mail driver set up.
for nothing to go to.
36.
one bar on the left side over
311
there.
over 741.
237.
A few more blocks up yet. I'm sure that it's already empty parking lot though. It's already 2:40 in the morning. Tomorrow night it's going to be busy. Night, not so much. Empty parking lot at the bar. We just passed the place. So it's empty. So we don't have anything to go to really. I don't really want to head over there to Commerce City. I don't even know that I didn't even hear that anybody was shot. They had shots fired, but not somebody that was shot. They got a car with flat tires that I don't know the exact location that ran, more than likely. But beyond that, I don't know anything. So unless they tweet about it, I don't know any more details of it to pursue it. Let's put it that way. But if you guys want, you can ride up there to Brighton with me, I guess. I should have put you up on the dash, though, for that trip. Instead of holding you. I don't think I'd be able to swap you into the dash while I'm driving. Texas GT, how you doing? I know you guys can't see much from the position you're in, but that's just the way it is for tonight, for now, unless I pull over. Very much to see anyway. Oh, I see reds and blues over here, but I think it's construction. I think it's road construction. Yeah, it's road construction. I see lights on the highway over here. So it's just road construction over there.
Thank you, buddy.
You guys can kind of see it right there. They're just working on the road. It's not an accident or anything. Whoa, the hell, man. Somebody dumped a tree on the road there. I know you guys couldn't see it, but geez. And it was dark. I might be able to get you swapped into it with one hand. Let's try it since I got you kind of sitting here.
Zero, bubble.
Cable, alright.
4 seconds from the eight now.
Alright, there we go. I got you swapped into the dash mount. That'll work. Now you guys can see battery unclipped from
myself in. So the North guys can stay north.
can't get you straight. Yeah, close enough. Am I what? Cross driving? What do you mean? Well, somebody had dumped a tree on the road partway. Am I cross country driving? I was on the highway. That was the weird part about it. You know? The tree shouldn't have been on the road. Fell out of somebody's truck. Maybe we'll catch a Brighton call when we get up there. I was at a call yesterday. Attempting of it anyway. The call was at Walmart on Bromley there. Some guy busted the jewelry case. I don't know if he actually took anything, but I think he did. And bolted for the door. When I heard it over the radio, I was like, I'm going to go to that one. Because the call said the description of the man was red underwear. That's what the description was. I'm like, what? Is this guy robbing? Oh, that's what the thing was. They said it was a robbery. It's like, is this guy robbing Walmart in his underwear? But that's the gist of it that I got to begin with. I'm like, I got to go to that one. see if they catch this guy. And so I jump in the Jeep and head over there. And I don't see anybody running from Walmart, you know. And come to find out, he went the reported direction was the direction I came from. I didn't spot anybody on the way over there. The only person I saw was the panhandler, and the panhandler, you know, wasn't the one. He wasn't the suspect. It was a 20s male, Hispanic with a beard, red underwear. It came out later that he actually had clothes on, stonewashed jeans that were sagging down, falling down, with a black t-shirt. It's like, well, you know, it didn't sound so exciting once I got the full description. You know, a man in underwear robbing a store is one thing. But, what's this light's reflection from? But, man in pants that are falling down, not so much of a story, you know? Anyways, I went looking for the guys. They were looking for the guys, so I kept crossing paths with Brighton as we're looking for the guy. And they thought he went over to the hotel, so everybody ended up over at the hotel. He wasn't at the hotel. He wasn't confirmed as a guest of the hotel either. So, anyways, they didn't find him. But one of the officers said he saw the guy in the area the day before, and probably the day before that as well. So he knows that the guy's in the area. They'll find him. So the guy got away, and I didn't get any good footage at all. So I was hoping for, you know, shots of a red underwear bandit running out of Walmart area, being chased and arrested, more likely. But he got away clean. He must have had a vehicle or somebody nearby that he jumped into a vehicle. Because there was no sign of him out there on Bromley. When I pulled in, I beat the officer inside the parking lot to it. And I saw the Walmart employee walking towards Bromley, and he met with the officer after I passed him in the parking lot. And he had told the officer that the man was heading westbound on Bromley, and that's the direction I just came from, and saw nobody out there on foot other than the panhandler in the middle of the street that was sitting down, and he didn't even match the description. So that's the way yesterday's chasing calls went for trying to get some footage. So nothing exciting from that call that I could get. The guy down on Main Street taking a nap. I caught that. I don't know if I want to publish that though. They got him in that ambulance so fast. I swear that man got whiplash from being put in there so quickly. From the time that the ambulance showed up to the time that he got put into that ambulance was like near record setting. And that had to do with my camera being there. I don't publish all of my recordings, Some of them aren't that interesting. I mean, I stood out there for half hour at a domestic violence one where there was absolutely nothing going on but them doing reports. You know, the person filling out a report, and the other person filling out a report. So I stood there for nothing, and then heard another call for another domestic with things going over the balcony. Went to that one. Nothing going on in that one either. Didn't get any footage from that. You know, it isn't that I didn't take footage. You know, I start rolling as I'm, you know, walking into the scene, hoping to see something good to record. But in those cases, nothing was worth publishing, really. So sometimes it's pretty tough finding things to publish. It isn't for lack of going to them. It's a lack of excitement. Oh yeah, there is still time for that, Too Tall Rob. For the raffle. And mention to people when they when they sign up, Venmo, to enter, they get $10 from Venmo for signing up. They could get 2 raffle entries for free just for signing up to Venmo. So it doesn't even cost them anything. They gave me $10 for signing up for Venmo. So you can do 1 entry to the raffle and make $5 if you want, just for signing up for Venmo, because that's how the raffle payments is going on for it to enter it. Damn.
614,
Let's pull over here. Oh man, choking. What are my sinuses doing? Jesus. They were running. Am I going to be rolling a while? No. Am I literally a ghostwriter? I gave my hand at writing. Didn't go very far with it, so. But I did like using the name Ghostwriter for Merc. I don't know if you know what Merc is. It's internet relay chat. The chat rooms years ago. AOL. Mirabilis. AOL bought them. Used to be a messaging company. They had chat rooms. AOL bought them and took over for running the chat rooms on on a server.
Copy, further supervisor, just advising closer to the ASCOM vehicles. South of you.
And I was a moderator on there for them basically, and that was the name I used there too. One of them. I don't think that those chat rooms are even functioning anymore, but you never know. They could be. Power struggles over the chat rooms. Ugh, people running them. Anyway, the one lady that was running it for them, she splintered off to her own server, and I went to her server for a while and was a moderator on it for a while too, and finally I just lost interest and stopped going to the chat rooms anymore. That was years ago. I mean, chat rooms used to be big. Now not so much because there's more social media, but the chat rooms still exist, but normally they're not that good anymore for finding people to chat to and finding, you know, a reasonable chat room that's sociable and likable type thing. But you know, you get the same thing as you guys are chatting on here on YouTube as we're live streaming. You're in a chat room at that point. You know, you're just typing everything. It isn't the same as a panel though. But Discord is kind of taking over where IRC left off, I think. But Discord is more dangerous of an app than IRC was, you know, for Merck for doing that because of how things are done, how you can post up a file straight up onto Discord and the person on the other end, it gets sent to them regardless. So viruses can be spread way easy on Discord.
So I take a break by chance.
So I don't like Discord either. It is not a very secure and safe environment for Discord. Let's put it that way. And panels on YouTube, well, that's a step up from it, but you know, that's the way it is. It's a little bit more better, but still you're getting, you know, people porn bombing other people and stuff like that for panels.
Yes, ma'am. Can you please advise CNA that I'll be coming for a clearance?
I haven't heard anything from Brighton since we started heading up, by the way, to even go to it. And we're over here in front of the Walmart that got robbed. And then the guy got away. So I think he had the help of somebody with a car that picked him up when he got out to this end over here. Maybe over at the Wendy's here off to my left where the guy couldn't see. Because I certainly didn't see anybody out there running down the street. Biographies, yeah. Sprinklers coming on out here. Any more hero shootings? Who you calling heroes?
No report on the shots heard, and I'll take the suspicious vehicle.
Copy, suspicious vehicle just occurred 7021 Grape Street, 7021 Grape Street, like less than 5 ago. There's a vehicle parked in the alleyway. RP chased it out. Could be a silver sedan break. Every time the RP turns back around to go home, looks like the sedan follows them back. RP doesn't feel comfortable going back home. Was not seen southbound 85 from 72nd. Try to play button.
That sounds weird. Definitely suspicious.
Okay.
Yeah, too.
Oh, that hero shooting. Yeah, they got a lot of answering to do for that. I keep bugging Arvada about it too, to release some information. Or like, well, we're not the ones investigating, so we can't release any information. So go to, yeah, more direct now, I suppose. Yeah. But yeah, Arvada, I bet you it's going to be a long while before the details of that come out on how quick they shot Hurley, under what circumstances, like what position was that gun in when they opened fire on him.
Clear current on a 2017 black Ram 1500. Conversation to the 7021 Great.
I don't think we're going to catch a Brighton call. By the way, Brighton has a channel that isn't under normal things either. I think they have an encrypted one. So they can switch to encrypted when they want to. There's nights where I hear them coming back to the main channel, as they say. They announce that they're back on the main channel. So I think Brighton might have an encrypted channel that they're doing traffic on at times. Seems like panels are going away. I don't know. There's a lot of controversy on panels, you know? So you get somebody up there that somebody don't like, all of a sudden you got drama. You get somebody up there that horn bombs you, well, you just got a strike on you, you know? So panels can be a pain in the butt. You can get away with stuff like that on Discord, but not on YouTube. But Discord, it's not secure, it's not safe. Way dangerous for files being able to infect you. How do you get away from it? The place was full of people out here. You know what I mean? The cameras are only back there on the building. They don't point way out into the parking lot. They don't want to take responsibility for what happens way out here in this parking lot. You know, especially on this end. This is where all the people come and park and sleep in the parking lot at night. You guys saw the camper as we pulled in. We got a couple trucks over here. People sleeping in their cars over here. Walmart lets them do it, but they don't put cameras up to cover this end of the parking lot to see what's going on. They don't want to see somebody pissing out there out on the lawn in the middle of the night because they can't, you know, because there isn't a bathroom around. So how do they lose them? Well, it's not that tough to lose somebody, you know, when there's lots of people around in the parking lot.
south if you can get to the alley between Grape and Fairfax.
They're still chasing people over there in Commerce City.
Lexus is going to be 331,052. 331,052.
That's a plate on it?
Regal, Grand Junction.
Huh. Grand Junction, huh? I got a little bit of excitement over there, but in Commerce City, but not that much. That's the kind of excitement that you show up for, and you become the subject of their investigation because they have nothing better to do. It's like, oh, you're in the area, let's investigate this guy. What's he doing here? So all of a sudden, you're part of an investigation for, you know, whatever else they're investigating. Pain in the butt. So when you go to some of those scenes like that. But I don't think we're going to catch a Brighton call out here. They either don't have any or they're on the encrypted side right now. I know I've been active for the past few nights for going out and recording them. Of course, tonight I'm live, so that lets them know too. And the other nights I wasn't.
661.
Sierra's going to be for FOJ and obstruction.
3 and 9.
Yeah. Scared about the public civilians knowing their rights. Yeah, that'd be a good day. When they all know their rights. But yeah, I think we're gonna be calling it quits here. We're a little bit over 2 hours on the video, and nothing's going on up near here. So I'm gonna call it, head home. I do thank you guys for joining me. If you get a chance, look at Too Tall Rob's video to enter for the drone $5 raffle, which is being done through Venmo to Janet Matson, and they give you $10. Oh, we got a buffer spot here. As I was saying, $5 entry for the raffle for the drone directly to Janet Matson, and Venmo gives you $10 for signing up. So basically, if you put one entry in, you made $5 rather than losing money. So a free entry or two just for signing up for Venmo. Venmo is PayPal, so it's the same company. Yeah, Texas GT, yeah. People are learning. People are definitely learning. So remember to get your raffle tickets for your drone, for a drone, in there, and it really won't cost you anything.
311.
So it's worth putting a raffle ticket in for and making $5 out of it. Anyways, guys, I'm gonna head off. Must be the chemicals at Agfinity up over here that cause my sinuses to go nuts, making me cough like crazy. So that's what happens when you live out here in the country area. Farmers chemicals. Yay. So thank you guys for joining. Hopefully I'll find something good for you guys to watch this weekend. 4th of July weekend. There should be some DUIs, some crashes, some arrests, you know, some shootings, maybe some more stabbings, you know, the usual stuff for a holiday weekend. So everybody have a good evening, night, morning, afternoon, whatever it might be for you. And we will catch you guys later.